Here are the 9 tips that will help you to be a better programmer. Tip number 1. Don't be afraid to write code. As a beginner, sometimes you can be afraid to start writing code. Instead, you prefer to watch another one's tutorial. And that's actually how you end up into a cycle called tutorial hell. But hey, listen, nobody gonna tell you this, but genuinely everyone were afraid to write code when they are just started. The reason why is that you just don't have enough experience, thus writing code becomes a challenge. You open up your favorite IDE, you write some code and then it fails to work as intended. But here's the thing, no one writes code that works as intended all the time. Even those programmers with 10 years of experience still manages to write code that not works. And that's totally fine. This is how you get good at something. You keep failing until you succeed. And if you don't know how to solve a problem in your code, you can use Google and Stack Overflow to search for help. Just avoid asking questions that already have been answered thousands of times. Tip number 2. Google is your best friend. Now don't get me wrong, like I know there are tons of AI chatbots out there, but if you ask me, these are not a replacement for Google. Especially for a programmer, it's pretty much an essential skill to know how to Google. I mean, some tech companies even list Googling as a separate skill, and for a good reason. Google will help you to find a solution for 90% of all coding problems you will face. Whether it'll be an official documentation page, a Stack Overflow question, a Reddit post, it'll help you find them all. So make sure to master Googling skill. And you can actually start by learning special search commands, keywords, filters, etc. In total, there are about 25 search operators that you should know about. Tip number 3. Comment your code. My grandpa used to say, if the code was hard to write, it must be hard to read. And if they can't read your code, well, that means you will never get fired. I'm just kidding, that's an old programming joke. But in reality, programmers are prone to forget how their code works after some time, especially if your naming sucks. That's why it's a good habit to always comment your code. Sure, it takes some time, but it'll help both you and other programmers to understand what it does. You can also leave to do, fix me, or any other comment markers in the code, and some IDEs will actually highlight them for you, which is pretty useful. Tip number 4. Break complex problems into small pieces. You see, programming is the art of solving problems. Every time you write code, you're solving a problem, and each line of code you write is a tiny solution to a mini puzzle. Learning how to code enhances your ability to take complex problems, break them into small, manageable pieces, and eventually figure out the working solution. As an example, let's take guess a number game. So we should break it into small pieces. A. Greet a user. B. Generate random number. C. Request a user input. D. Validate user input. Make sure it's numeric. E. Compare the input to the randomly generated number. And finally step F, if it's equal, end the game. If not, give a hint to the player and repeat from step C. And that's pretty much it. We've taken a complex problem and divided it into 6 manageable pieces. And once you have it, you will never feel lost anymore. Also, you can use any whiteboard, so feel free to draw flowcharts, sketch your UI, prototype ideas, design architecture of the code, etc. Anything that helps you to break down the solution will make it 100 times easier to manage. Tip number 5. Learn OOP and Solid. It may sound complicated, but in reality, concepts like object-oriented programming and Solid are meant to help you manage huge projects easily. Because when you write small programs, there is not much you need to manage. Most likely, all of your small programs will be inside a single file. But eventually, you will start writing a bigger programs, and that's where things get messy. Without proper code architecture, you will end up with tons of unstructured files and folders. Trust me, you don't want that to happen. OOP stands for Object-Oriented Programming, and Solid is a design principles for OOP. Think of it as a list of rules that will help you to create flexible and maintainable programs. And here is a pro tip. Take it more as a guidelines and not as a strict rules. These are not a single ultimate approach of code writing, thus it comes both with pros and cons. Tip number 6. Learn databases. At some point, you will need to store data for your programs. It may be a list of users, articles, scoreboard, etc. And the best way to store any amounts of data is by using a database, such as SQLite, MySQL, and MongoDB. There are tons of available options. Some of them are relational databases that require you to know SQL language, and others are so-called NoSQL databases, all with their pros and cons. But no matter what you will use, make sure to learn at least one of them in order to get familiar with how databases works, as it's an essential skill for a programmer. Tip number 7. Train by solving programming problems. In order to be a better programmer, you must practice, because practice makes perfect. Websites like CodeWars and LeetCode will help you with that. Here you can practice programming by solving common problems. Let's take one of the 8Q challenges as an example. It's the easiest one. It's called simple multiplication, and the description says this kata is about multiplying a given number by 8 if it's an even number and by 9 otherwise. Sounds pretty easy. We'll use a Python programming language and write down straightforward solution. Now let's hit test button and voila! All tests are passed, which means we successfully solved this problem. What also fun about it is that after submitting your own solution, you can actually see how other programmers managed to solve it. There are tons of different approaches. Thus you can compare your solution to the best practices and then refactor your code to make it better. Tip number 8. Write pet projects. What if I tell you there is a hidden pitfall? The better you get at solving problems on platforms like LeetCode, the worse you might get at solving real-life ones. This phenomena is also called a LeetCode hero. It means you've over-practiced those challenges and have little to none real-world experience. But how to avoid this pitfall? As easy as it may sound, just write real-world code. And at the beginning, the only viable way to do it is by making a pet project. A pet project is a software, a game, a script, literally any project that you can work on when you have a free time. The main purpose here is to get a real experience on writing code. Take for example one of my Python pet projects. It was an OpenCV based bot that allowed a player to automatically do the fishing. Although it was pretty simple, the experience I got from it was priceless. Tip number 9. Write code however you want. Yep, that's right. Don't worry too much about the quality of your code at the beginning. Most likely you will write terrible code and there's no way around it. Instead, focus on writing a working code. That's your number one priority. You can polish or refactor it later if you want. As a beginner, you need to get familiar with the programming. Thus, you should write different programs, so the more code you write, the better. And that wraps our video today. I hope this will help you to become a better programmer and be closer to your dream. Subscribe to my channel if you like this video, leave a like and ring that bell. And of course, have a great day!